Absolutely.
All right, mate. Take us through the first game, back all the way back to Friday night, Melbourne versus Carlton.
Yeah, so final scores 9-17-71 to 11-7-73. Bad kicking is bad football. Well, as the scoreline indicates, Melbourne played a lot of bad football. So 31 disposals to Viney, 27 Oliver, 25 to Hunter, 34 to Walsh, 30 to Newman, and 27 to Paddy Cripps. Goal scorers pretty well spread when it comes to both teams, really. Smith with 3 being the standout for the Ds there. But as we look kind of deeper into their goal kicking list there, the 2-3 to both Fritsch and Pickett really highlighted the issues for them that night. Again, bad kicking is bad football, and they blew it badly. So
really badly.
Really badly. So, I mean, from there, we've kind of touched on already the amount of noise that we heard coming from the MCG, and we were obviously consuming it purely through the TV set. I can't even imagine what it was like for Pommy and the like that might have been there at the ground, where the whole place was shaking from all reports. I mean, we've had a few little mini earthquakes lately, but I feel like there might have been another one on during the game the other night from everything I've heard. So pretty incredible.
I think Pommy was on the live chat, and I think the live chat might have been shaking. It was that loud.
Everything was shaking. It was pretty intense. And obviously, just the way the game ended itself. I mean, if we separate the teams and we separate the who was involved, the theatre of the whole thing was impressive. From the inability for Melbourne to get the job done, really having dominated the final quarter in terms of forward half possession, and yet you just knew at some point that Carlton were going to get it out and they were going to go end to end and finish it. And I started to doubt that then when we got to about a minute to go. I started to think, okay, probably not quite going to happen in the end, thanks to these circumstances. But of course, a pretty wayward Viney kick straight down the throat of Wiedering, and off we went.
He's going to have nightmares about that one. But anyway.
Look, he's never been much when it comes to disposal anyway, but certainly highlighted the point supremely at that moment. Straight sets for the Ds. I mean, I did pick it last week, and I'll render my verdict on the upcoming games later. But just everything is so impressive about what the Blues are doing, and the crowd, the supporter base too. It's just been unreal. It's something that we as Cats fans just envy, the kind of supporter base that a Carlton or a Collingwood has. Ours is growing. Ours is fantastic. We love them, but the scale, the size, and the intensity is just something else from some of those big clubs. And
now, Paul,
they really showed it at the end there.
I want to get your thoughts on this. I'm feeling bad for Max Gawn, and I thought about sending him a gift. I just want to know how you think he might respond to this. I went to the Framers today. I put this together for him, so I've just got to contact the club and get his address. But do you think he'll appreciate this, or not so much?
About as much as the Sava when he spoiled the ball through. The stakes weren't quite so high, but
the hand of God. God.
He had a rough end of the season. That really put a bow on it. So
what was he doing? To
be fair, I don't think anyone expected Oliver to go that distance. So
no,
he was probably figuring he might have to bring it down to a small in front, but turned out Clary cleared it mostly.
He did, and we did see a photo for those that are watching. We had a couple of photo slideshow just before, but we did see a photo of Tom De Koning. And tell you what, Robbie Williams is a big fan of Tom De Koning at the moment, isn't he?
Wow. Is it like this every year? Because I am so in. My God. De Koning's in the air. Everywhere I look around. De Koning's everywhere. Leaving bodies on the ground.
Very good. Yeah.
We're not going to allow him to talk about we're not going to allow him to talk about his brother. You can stick it right up his... for that.
I reckon Tom's actually had a better year this year, funnily enough.
It kind of helped. Sam couldn't get on the field.
No, it wasn't really helped too much. Mate, it's probably a good segue to bring in our next guest, and we can't bring him in until we've played a little bit of music, so let's get it going.
Most recurring guest at this point.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? If we get the volume up a bit. Oh, there we go. Here he is. Introducing Pom. Welcome back, Pom.
Oh, it's good to be back. Thank you very much.
You can jump ship at any point.
How beautiful is it? That is the best theme music in world sport.
Well, we like the Giants song, but I want to hear that on grand final day. No. I think it's going to be interesting to see who everyone goes for. If you guys and I think we all want the Collingwood game, the Collingwood Carlton game. But I would if I can't get that, I want the Giants Carlton game. I think that's the one for me.
Yeah.
Well, no one cares about Brisbane, do they? No. I mean, like, if you ask me to name a Brisbane footballer, I'd say Jonathan Thurston. I think he played for the Cowboys.
How you feeling about the game now? Because you've been busy on your show and other shows in the last couple of days. You've come down? We asked you the same question last week, but it seems like every time Carlton just has another win, and it's like, oh my god, this is getting crazy real. We thought we were going to make the finals. Well, this is what I thought Carlton supporters were thinking. We're going to make the finals. Tick on season 2023. We won a final. Oh my god, we've won 2 finals now. Oh my god, and then grand final is within reach. How's your mind, mate? Are you ready to pop?
I think it was round 12. It was round 12. A good friend of mine, Paolo on SEN, found when I broke the SEN phone lines when I was doing the analysis for the AFL, when I said whoever beats Collingwood versus Carlton will win the flag. And I think I broke people's hearts. So I've kind of willed it into existence in my head. I've kind of accepted that we're going all the way. It is mental, though. Like you said, that it was rocking at the ground and in the watch along. I've got to say, that's probably the most intense thing I've seen on the internet, us watching Carlton without Sasha Gray being involved. It was proper intense. Don't Google that if you're a minor.
Maybe not.
Well, again, we'll stick to G-rated for now, but
I love tuning into the live show, mate. It's I don't know if you're intentionally being funny, but you absolutely crack me up. I'm putting you down to the funniest bloke on YouTube, and if you are doing it intentionally, well done. But if not, well done anyway. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look ahead next week, Pom. You're heading up north. There's going to be a lot of Carlton people getting on the plane, the train, driving the car. It's going to be a big one. An absolute. I'm feeling like Carlton are going to get the job done, even though Brisbane haven't lost all you. How are you feeling about it?
I mean, it's technically a home game for us. We saw during the COVID year, Carlton is probably its second biggest fan base outside of Victoria is Queensland. We have 1,000 of expats up there, and I've already seen Brisbane put a post up, don't give your tickets to Carlton fans. So Brisbane know that there's going to be no one there but blue baggers.
What are you talking about? Like the other game this weekend, all of the Gold Coast fans, all 10 of them, are going to give their tickets over to the visiting Carlton supporters. Like they're going to take over.
Yeah, it's a shame. Right. It's a shame Gold Coast don't have the fan base that Adelaide do, and we could put a call up for them to come and help us. But I mean, I love the narrative. The narrative last week was sides that finish outside the 4 never win the semi-final. And Melbourne were the premiership elect. They were too experienced. The week before, it was horses too experienced. Carlton are too wet behind the ears. This week, it's Brisbane don't lose at the Gabba, but Brisbane always lose at the Gabba in a prelim. They have got the mental fragility now. We know
all about beating Brisbane in a prelim at the Gabba.
Exactly. And I reckon Brisbane are the most cozy football side to watch. They like to play a free-flowing brand. Mm-hmm. They don't know anything about physicality. And all the finals are physical, and we're up for it. And we saw Pickett cheat. He couldn't get under our skin. They don't have a tough footballer there. They have Dane Zarko, and Dane Zarko's about as tough as Braden Maynard is.
He's the new Hayden Ballantyne, as far as I'm concerned. Don't like him at all.
I can't stand
Zarko. A Maynard dig in there too.
I can't stand Zarko. At least Maynard's got some redeemable qualities. Zarko's got nothing.
I have to ask you, you haven't had a great record against Brisbane in recent times. I think you've one win in the last 8 attempts. What's going to be different? I mean, it's a different Carlton team, clearly. And I think everyone, all the neutrals out there, me and Paul, we all agree. Carlton's doing something, and this could be year 1 of 10 or something like that. They're going to be a force for years to come. They're going to have to, hopefully they'll find something for your boys at least anyway, for your fans.
Yeah, I said it the other week. There's a Hawthorn vibe about Carlton. And I really feel that we are destined to steal one a bit earlier than planned. If you remember Hawthorn's first one, bit like our run home, everyone said, oh, this is good, but this is a bit too early. I feel like as we've grown, like that great Hawthorn side, and it's a big stretch, I do think there is that ethos where they're starting to build the confidence, where they're starting to become immortal. And you saw that Doherty dislocates his shoulder at halftime, Cripper breaks his nose, Wheatering gets severely winded. These boys just don't care. They're like, oh, okay, we're going to fight. We're going to play football. And you'd have to kill us. Brisbane are going to have to kill us to stop us winning next week. So they're going to have to kill us.
That's how you win finals. You've just got to put your life on the line pretty much, don't you?
When Cripps had his nose broken, I said it on the watch along. That's the John Wicks moment. That's when that's when the gangster's son came home and said, I killed his dog. And the gangster's gone, what have you done? That's John Wick. That's what they did to Cripps. That's what they did to Cripps. Cripps is going to be fired up and he's ready for this.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
I sincerely hope, and I'm sure Paul agrees with me, I sincerely hope you go well.
Well, not if he's going to keep making Hawthorn comparisons.
Well, no, maybe you shouldn't do that, but
wrong channel to be talking up Hawthorn and drawing comparisons to Hawthorn. Your team can bite it now. I don't care. You're done.
I want him to win because I love having Poppy on the show. We like getting people from the winners' rooms on the show. So mate, thank you again for your time, mate.
My pleasure, guys. And honestly, enjoy the rest of your week. And can't wait to see you next year. Hopefully, we can do this as a grand final preview next year. Carlton Geelong.
I don't know about that, but I think we're a ways off. But
you guys won't make it.
We'll fingers crossed, eh? Enjoy the evening, Pom.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Much love.
Good on you.